We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the California Golden Bears, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. They'll run it from the gun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Golden Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Madsen. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
That's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws into the middle of the field. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Well, the defense is fast. That quarterback, with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
It'll be 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Makes the grab. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down, 4th down coming from the 48.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Unloads it downfield. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And how about the defense setting the tone in this game? First drive, first mistake made for the offense. Nice job forcing the INT. And how about this? They had 3 last week. They're looking to get 3 again this week.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Makes the grab, it's Evans. They stripped it out. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. Mississippi State going up tempo. On the run, it's Clay. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Reese. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his man. Headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And a lot of times the defense is focused in the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speedster the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. The give to the single back. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going for the big play. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
down gets started from the 37-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what throws the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
325.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Using his feet to buy time. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on third and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch him off guard.
Touchdown, Bulldog! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive covers 62 yards for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cal. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hit-and-hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that guy.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
The short hands, it's Wilson. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Reese. There he goes. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Bulldogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Going for 6. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Golden Bears! The defense putting points on the board.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Northwestern is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better. If it gets better. What a shocker today at Evanston. They're trailing by 21 to Tulane. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Grab near the sticks. It's Reese. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now breaking the field. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. From the shotgun, the inside give.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the air, it's Madsen. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Plows through the defense. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Wilson on the carry. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To throw, it's Croman Hope. Quarterback extends the play. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to...
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
He wants to change this route. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Caught in the backfield, it's McGowan. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Golden Bears will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Kicking team's got it. Touchdown, Cal! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Grab behind the line. It's Marshall. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot. Get the ball out of your hands.
Going deep. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Got it set up on the outside. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Looking for room, it's McGowan. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a 1st down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
God, he's annoying to play. And you think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again and again and again. Just wears you out.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over.
He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. Drive will start at their own 27-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Madsen. Makes the catch, it's James. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on 3rd down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on 4th?
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Trying to escape and get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Golden Bears are marching down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. The screen, he can go. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
How about that? You just dial up the bubble screen, and this guy scores a touchdown for you. Nice job blocking down the field, getting a hat-on hat and giving the receiver a place to run with the football to show off his speed. You can't execute the bubble screen any better than that.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Takes it on the shuffle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. On the direct snap, it's